The period leading up to when I started to learn TM, I was feeling very anxious most of the time. Almost every second of the day, you know, I had a new worry coming up, and I was feeling quite paranoid about everything. And I found that everything seemed to overwhelm me a little bit, and I started to get I was very tired and fatigued all the time, and I was struggling to concentrate on anything properly. And I was waking up tired in the morning as well. Like, I'd have a very good night's sleep in sort of efforts to stop the tiredness, and nothing really helped. So I was in quite a bit of a sort of desperate low period in my life. And I'm in my last year of university as well, so the stress is quite high in the workload. And I'm naturally a kind of overachiever, and I want to do really well at all the things that I do, which is debatable, but I work very hard for a lot of hours in the day, and I was quite skeptical about putting aside time in kind of my value, you know, time that I thought was really valuable to do something that I thought was kind of the equivalent of doing nothing. And then, of course, I came to the centre to learn TM. I just took a chance, and I thought, you know, what's the worst that could happen? I really enjoy a week, and I learn something new that I could carry with me for the rest of my life. So I gave it a go. And the first couple of days, I saw a huge difference in the way that I was going about my day. I really did notice it immediately, and that I was very taken aback by that, because I thought, how on earth is it possible that a couple of minutes twice a day can have such an effect on the rest of your time? You know, my sleep patterns, the way I work, my concentration levels during the day, and the way that I interact with other people, and the sort of general energy that I have. It changed a lot just in that first week of learning TM. And you know, I picked it up as a habit quite quickly, I think. And I was surprised by how much it benefited my day, in that I felt relaxed most of the time. Little things didn't worry me anymore, you know, and if they did, it wasn't in the kind of severe way that everything seems exaggerated when you're anxious, I think, or when you go through a period of anxiety. Things really get the better of you. But since doing TM, I think the difference is you build up this kind of general sense of calm through doing it, as often as you do, twice a day. And when you return to that state of peacefulness and peace of mind, I think you bring that with you into the rest of your time. And it's just amazing the amount of kind of growth that you can get from 20 minutes of sitting and just sort of not consciously examining yourself, but being able to recognise that the way you're doing things in the daytime isn't doing you any favours, you know. And of course, when I first started meditating, I noticed that, you know, as I was relaxing, it wasn't about going into a really deep state. It was just about understanding how my mind works most of the time. And you're encouraged in TM to believe that you are kind of, you're the innocent vehicle of your own thought processes. And that really helped me with the kind of, the things that I felt that I was guilty of doing. You know, I was guilty of my anxious thoughts, and I was guilty of stressing myself out and worrying too much. But through TM, I realised that those things are kind of involuntary. When you do TM, you start to understand how thoughts just materialise, you know, and it's not about stopping them or quietening your mind. It's just about you being able to find a way to peacefully process your own thoughts whilst being able to relax properly. Because I think it's hard to understand what relaxation is until you meditate. I mean, what I thought was relaxing, which is sort of sitting neurotically with a large drink in front of the TV, was probably not the kind of relaxation that I really needed. And that's how I was medicating myself before, with lots of Netflix and food. But actually being able to really kind of take time out for yourself, just to achieve a sense of stillness for a couple of minutes a day, it brings that into the rest of your day and the rest of your time.